What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about a new one today. We're talking about Mana, Decentraland, and right now I've got it brought it up. If you type in MANA, Mana USD, the oldest chart, at least out of these charts that I could find, maybe there's an older one down here. I didn't go through all of them, but the oldest chart that I could find was this US dollar on Kraken. And looking at it, out of a couple charts, it reminds me of it. It kind of reminds me of Doge. It's there's less history behind it, but it's got, if I type in Doge USD here, go to Bittrex, and I'll delete this here, and we go back to Mana. Hold on, I've got a point, I promise. Right, like look at that, right? I would say that's Doge, that's Mana. I would say it's similar looking structure, And like Doge, I kind of think Mana might not have bottomed yet, but there's time to tell for that. Let's see. Yeah, looking at it on the, let's see, USDT. Yeah, nothing's coming in on the volume, but anyways, looking at it on Kraken, Mana USD here. Let's do a general analysis and then get to the short term of it. From the all-time high, or from the all-time low to the all-time high that we have on this chart, at least, there's a little bit of respect. We held resistance there at the 618, but this is before the anchor. I don't know, maybe we come down and bottom there. Maybe Mana bottoms around 10 cents. I don't know. Not really any respect on the 236 or the 382, so I don't really like this fib. Let's use this more relative low. It's the next low after this, a higher low, but it's the low that sent us up here, right? This I kind of like more. You're finding support on the 382. You found support on the 0.5, which is not a normal thing, and when you do see significant moves. I'm surprised that this move didn't actually continue to go up to the 236, but let's see how big of a move that was. That's 152%. So it doesn't look that significant on the chart, but that's a significant move. Again, I don't look for a bounce off the 0.5 like this normally, but when you do get it, this kind of stuff happens. So ultimately, it looks like we're rolling over, we're bending over. We're probably going to go down to the 618 because, again, I wouldn't expect the 0.5 to hold support, especially not after a failed significant pump. This was just a bull trap here. Probably going to go lower. And let's see if we go on the weekly, let's see if we can go from this low here to the high point. Yeah, the 618 actually lines up quite beautifully with the 1618 of this extension here. So I'm even more convinced now that we do see it go below 15 cents at least. And the potential for it to go down to the 0.69 below 10 cents, that's also there. It could go lower as well. It doesn't have to stop there. But for now, we got the 618 and the 1618. Let's put a white line there and let's just see what we can see if we zoom out. Okay, all right. A little bit of resistance there. Previous area of resistance now held as support. If we're looking at this whole thing as like a price range from top to bottom, I guess, I don't know, the 50 is right here. This could be another area of support. This isn't like a classic. I don't know if there's other people that use this kind of like method, let's say, to like base their lines off of, but if you've watched my channel, if you've paid attention before, you know that I take previous price ranges and then I'll put a line right in the middle. And it's nice to have the fib tool because if you measure from top to bottom, you've got that whole price range. The 0.5 will literally put you right in the middle of it. And I know it looks like there's a lot of lines here. I'll delete this for now. But again, top here where this circle is to bottom here, the 0.5, that's exactly what that is. It's 50%. That's what all these numbers are. The percentages of the move itself. Not percentages, like obviously if it went from top here to bottom here, that's more than a 50% drop. It's not of the asset. It's like the relative range, basically. Anyways, I'm going to go back now. I'm going to put that other white line on there. I like to, and that's right around the 786 here. Not that I expect, we could find significance, but I would expect the 0.5 to be a potential contender as well. So I would say anything between these lines, ultimately, with all the rambling, long story short, guys, I expect ultimately between here is where we're going to bottom for Mana. And if we look here, before we broke out and started going to these incredible highs, from low here to high, that's a 100x. Like that's as close to 100, you know, and before that even, like this is crazy. That means if this asset is going to break this high here, ultimately I think Mana's got a bright future, man. I'm not kidding. I think it could reach a price of $100. I know that's crazy right now, sitting at 38 cents. But I'm serious, and we'll go over that too. I'll go back to that on the monthly, but right now I'm getting caught up on kind of, I guess, calling the low. I would expect this to be an appropriate range, you know, just based off of everything we've seen. Looking at, I don't know, I wonder from here, if we go from the bottom to the top here, man, that 1618 on this one is at the bottom. So from this range, you got a 1618 lining up with the 50 of this previous range, which if you know, if you pay attention to the channel, I like using previous ranges, the 50% area as a resistance point. Let's see if we can find an example of it actually on this chart. It's not always, but you know, let's just take this range right here. I don't know, top to bottom, and put a line right at the 50% line there, and just see if we see any significance on it, right? And I guess this time not really, honestly. I mean, on a weekly basis, no. Let's see on a daily if we get any. Not really. It kind of found support here once, so not really. It's not like something that's always gonna happen, but it is something I've seen happen a few times. That might have just been a bad example. Maybe something as small as this over here. I don't know. Bottom to top. Maybe it'd be, I don't know. Let's see. The 0.5. Again, nothing. So I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do that for this chart. Maybe that's not something, you know. But beyond all that, I do think that this level, beyond being the 0.5 of this major fib range, it is a 1618 extension from this low to this high. So you've got a 1618 extension from this low to this high being right here, a 1618 extension from this low to this high being right here. On top of that, it's the resistance and support zone here, previous area of resistance, previous area of resistance, previous area of support and resistance. I like this. So anywhere between, I'd say, 6.4 cents and 14.3 cents, man, that's probably where Mana will go. And that, to put it in percentage forms from right here, is a loss of 62% to 82%, 83%, something like that. But I do think it'll be a glorious time to buy down there. And the reason why, let's get back to it, where I think it's going to go ultimately, where I think, you know, whenever it breaks this all-time high, where's it going to go? Let's see. I'm just looking at the RSI real quick. Yeah, it looks weak. It looks like it wants to go down more. On the monthly, yeah, not showing any strength. Daily, not showing strength. You're below the 50 more than you're above it. Anytime you get above it, you just give it back. So I do expect we're going to go down from here. But again, if we zoom out on the monthly here, and let's say I don't know, from all-time high to where we top, let's say it's at like just below 14 cents. Let's say it's at like 15 cents, whatever. If that was the low. And the reason I'm using a high-low is because this will give us more conservative estimates. If the low is in fact lower than this, then these extensions only get larger, right? Like you can see as I move these lines, if I pull it down, the extensions get larger because it's an extension of a larger move. That's all it is, right? It's just math. Obviously, the lines are going to get further away the larger the move is, because that is a retracement. You get 100% of a retracement. Now you're hitting extensions. It's all based off the move. Let's say we go above what I'm expecting, which was around like 14.3 cents. Let's say we go right to 15 cents and we bounce from there, okay? Previous area where we closed high on a monthly, kind of had a little wick here. It's possible, you know, we could tip off there. That would put, in my opinion, the medium expectation for the next bull market would be $16 with a potential maximum of $57, okay? And I mean, to be fair, even higher. I did say that we could go to $100, and the 1886, 1786, even the 2272 is totally possible. Maybe not the 2272. Let's see. Let's go to CoinGecko real quick and get the tokenomics on this thing. I've heard people say that in crypto before, man. You know, I've been in crypto for a while now. It's been since before 2017. I bought my first Bitcoins back in 2015, actually, but I did not save them. I have not held Bitcoin since that long. You know, I'm not holding any Bitcoin now even. So where is Mana? I'm looking for it here. But I've heard people, throughout my time in crypto say tokenomics for like the economics of this, like talking about the circulating supply, the market cap, blah, blah, blah. I like that, tokenomics. Anyways, market cap right now at about $700 million, it looks like. Yeah, $700 million. With a price of 3.7, let's see, total supply. Max supply is there, so it does have a fixed max supply. Let's see, fully diluted market cap would put us at about 130 or 830 million, so that's about 130 million higher than what we're at now. But let's just base it off of this current market cap, 700 million for 37.8 cents. If this was to 10x, that would put it at $3.70, right? This would be a $7 billion market cap. If it was to 100x, that instead of being a $7 billion, it would be a $70 billion market cap. Have we seen $70 billion market caps before in crypto? Yes, we definitely have. So for this thing to go to $30, which again would be above this 1414, is not totally impossible. It's not out of the question in my opinion. And that would be let's see, from 15 cents all the way up to $30. Let's just say. What would it be? $30? It'd be $37. That'd be 100x, right? $37. Come on, or not 100? Or yes, would that be 100x? What am I doing? 100x would be $37. Yes, it definitely would, because the 10x is $3.70. Okay, from the current price though of 37. Okay, so yeah, if it went down to 15 cents, okay, I'm sorry, man, I got a little distracted with the numbers there. But if it went down to 15 cents, you could definitely see an over 200x in mana. You definitely could. It's completely possible. If it doesn't go to 15 cents, let's say that's the low there, okay, and we measure it at this point, you're still getting 137x, which that actually coincidentally enough is right at a 1618. But again, I don't think that's the low. I think that we're going to go lower, which would only make these extensions higher. So mana is definitely a good prospect, guys. I'm definitely interested. And again, $37 would only be 100x. A 100x would be $70 billion. We've seen crypto market caps that are hundreds of billions of dollars, right? If we go, let's just go back to the home page. Sorry if I was a little confusing there, man. I confused myself. Sometimes numbers get the better of me. I like to think I'm good with them, but sometimes things happen. Let's see. Litecoin, I don't know if it ever hit a multi-$100 billion. Let's see. Max market cap. So it hit $25 billion before. Let's see. That's not what I'm looking for. XRP maybe. Let's see. I know Bitcoin and Ethereum have. That's why I'm not doing that, because that's not even a question with those ones. $125 billion. So we've definitely seen that's a third one there that's been above $70 billion market cap, which again, $70 billion market cap would put mana at 100x price gain from its current price. That's the whole reason I'm basing it off of that. Cardano, I don't think has seen a $100 billion market cap. I'm pretty positive it hasn't. Let's see. It got close, but again, above a $70 billion market cap still. So that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP. That's 4 of them. Could mana be the 5th or the 6th or the, I don't know. BNB probably did it too. Have I done BNB already? I feel like I said BNB. I don't know. BNB hit $100 billion. I don't think I did BNB yet. So you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. I'm not including Tether or USD coin, because that's just dollars, man. That's just dollars in on a blockchain. That's all that is. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one got to a $90 billion market cap at one point. So 6. I know that because I love Dogecoin, so I know a lot about it, right? 6. I wonder about Solana. I want to look at Bitcoin Cash too, because I forget what that one did. Went to an almost 80 billion, which again would still be 100x from the current price. If mana goes lower than this, it's only going to be bigger than 100x from the current price. $70 billion market cap. That's why I'm doing all this, right? I forget how many that is. We got. Let's see, Bitcoin Cash, max market cap. This one did not even go to 70 billion, but close enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to measure anymore from that. Okay, maybe Polygon. I want to see. Let's see. I don't think Polygon did it that high, but let's see. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. Again, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins that have all broken above $70 billion. So it is possible. It's not common, but it is possible. And what do these coins have in common? You know, this Lido staked Ether, it's above Doge and Cardano. I don't even know what the hell this is. Let's see. I mean, it looks good. Kind of looks good, actually. But anyways, I don't know what that is. I might have to check that out. But with let's see, with Bitcoin, what do all these have in common? Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Solana. What do they all have in common? Once they hit the top 20, once they hit the top 10, they stayed there. They didn't leave. They stayed there, right? Once they hit like the top 100 or the top 50, they stayed there. Mana has been, you know, it's in the top 24, top 30 right now, whatever. I think, you know, it's proving, or I'm sorry, that's Monero. That's not Mana. Mana's actually further down. That's right. Where is it? Mana's at 63. I mean, it's been in the top 100 for multiple cycles. It's not the top 20. It's not the, you know, whatever. And again, these ones up here, they reached market caps that were higher than 7 billion. They're retaining a market cap right now of more than 7 billion each. Do I think Mana's going to sustain prices at 100x for a long time? I don't think so, but I think that it's capable of doing that. And the main reason is, again, because it's an OG coin. It's been around, it's proven itself. I mean, it's not as OG as some coins. I actually don't know whenever it came into existence. I wonder. Let's see. It'll have it all right here. Go to max again. Yeah, 2018, 2017. So, I mean, I guess that's OG. That's OG enough. That's during the major alt cycle that we had in 2017, 2018 there. So, I guess that's OG in my opinion. But again, from bottom to top here, that thing it didn't have that much. It was a 36x. This rally here, bottom to top, we had like a 200 something or 300. That's what it was. 304. Wow, 419, almost a 420x. That's crazy. So could we have 100x in this next rally? I think so. If we did even half of what that is, it's going to be a 200x. And again, from the current price, a 100x would be at $37, and that would put the market cap around $70 billion, which we've seen happen from 7 different coins in the crypto sphere. Will Mana be the 8th one, or one of the handful that will probably break 70 billion in this next bull market? I think it has a strong chance of doing that. I really do think it has a strong chance of doing that. And if it bottoms, it just depends where it bottoms, man, because this right now, drawing these fibs, trying to base off where significant areas are going to be, it's all a guessing game. You know, if we go to 14 cents, it was like 14.3 cents, I remember. I don't know, I can't get it exactly there. I'm like skipping right over it. Okay, whatever. 14.38, that's close enough. You know, at that point, the 618 here would be significant, and I wouldn't look for extensions until I see how we react with this line here. If the low is at like 5 point whatever cents or 6 point whatever cents, I think it was like 6.8 cents or something like that. I don't remember. But if the low's down here, you know, the 618's then at like $1.06. So it's different. That's a totally different area of focus, basically. So I want to see where this thing bottoms. I do think it'll be somewhere in this relative range here from top to bottom. Previous areas of resistance, previous areas of support, stuff like that. But I do think it goes lower, and I think Mana, man, I think it really has a very strong potential in it for the future. And again, the whole thing about the 100, I forgot about this, man. I was all over the place. The numbers distracted me. But $100 Mana, if 3780, I guess, would put it at $70 billion. So $70 billion here at 3780. Let's see. Right. Basically there. $70 billion. Then if you had 74, a price of 74, that would be, I don't know how you would do that. How would you get it to 100? Maybe we could do it by percentage. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it by percentage. Go to 100. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm just doing it the way that's like coming first to me in my head here. 170% of 70 billion. So you're going to have 140 billion plus 70% of 70. What is that? I don't know. 70 times 0.7. 49. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That totally makes sense. So 70% of 70 is 49. So you would have 140 billion plus 49. You'd have 189 billion dollar market cap for mana to be at $100. 189 billion, basically 190 billion dollar market cap. And with more coins coming out, you know, and I think actually, I'm pretty sure mana, the way that it's set up, anytime that you spend tokens in the mana ecosystem, they deteriorate. So it's going to be deflationary, if anything. So a $190 billion market cap at 100, it might not even be that low. It might be higher by the time we get up there, but I don't know. You know, the total amount, the total max supply, it's going to change, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure when you spend these, it does, at least in the mana ecosystem, whenever you like buy property or whatever, they get locked up or they go away or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments. But all this to say is this thing's at $37. Is a $100 mana possible? If it's a $190 billion market cap for crypto, I think that's totally possible. There's a handful of them. There's only a few of them that have broken $100 billion. You know, we did it over $70 billion. There was at least 7, but to break over $100 billion, I think it's like 3 or 4 that have done that. Can mana be a contender for that in the future? I think it definitely can. I mean, it's you know, it's Decentraland. It's mana. It's literally like one of the first metaverse tokens that we have. And in crypto, in stocks, in markets, like OG status matters, man. It really does matter. You know, when Facebook announced that it was going to become meta, mana pumped the hardest. Like, let's see, from bottom to top here. Everyone talks about Sandbox like it's great. 419x. Let's see what Sand did. Sand USD. I don't know. Maybe it's on Kraken too. Would be the best. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Let's see what that is. Different chart, but let's see. Okay, fine. All right. No way. Oh, that's. I thought it was a 500x, but that's a 54x. So mana destroyed this, man. Let's go. That might not be an accurate representation. Let's see. Nope. Sand. And I like Sand. I think Sand's another good one, you know. But everyone, I feel like, forgoes Sand or mana because they're looking at Sandbox. 2020. Yeah, I guess this was like the bear market. So going into the bull market, let's see here. Bottom to top there. Still not a 400x, man. 300x, 309x. Mana destroyed this thing, man. It did way better, way better, right? USD. Yeah, in the same amount of time. So I don't know. While everybody's focused on Sandbox, how things normally happen in crypto and stocks in life, it's the thing that's on everybody's radar but nobody's paying attention to that outperforms. But the thing that's on everybody's radar that everyone's got under a microscope, it underperforms, right? Sandbox will still probably do good. I think mana, just like last cycle, it's going to outperform Sandbox again. Probably. And I don't know too much about the fundamentals. You know, maybe Sandbox has more going for it. Maybe I'll be wrong about that. If I'm wrong about that, that's only going to be better things for Sandbox. Let's see. Sandbox is 51. What's mana? Mana's 63, so I mean it's a lower cap. It's got more growth potential, so I don't know. It would take more. This is at, you know, it's almost like 10%, 11% higher than mana is right now on a market cap value. So that's it'll be harder for it to double in price and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. You'll see more. I think mana's got a bright future, and I do think it goes lower from here, but again, the potential buy areas would be anywhere from like just below 15 cents, closer to like 14.3 cents, down to about, what was it? 14.3 cents to, and this is a pretty big range, don't get me wrong, to about 6.9 8 cents. Okay. 14.3 to 6.8, somewhere in there. I think that's the bottom, with potential, more likely in my opinion, to go lower even. Probably not lower than this low, but lower than 6.7 or 6.8 cents. It has the potential to do that. I very much would, at a minimum, expect that we find a low somewhere below 14.3 cents, though. That's the minimum expectation as of right now. There's just a whole lot of stuff that lines up with it. The RSIs on the higher time frames don't look good. Looks like we want to see some bigger moves to the downside, and they're probably going to come soon. Yeah, so that's all I got to say. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.